All right, guys, we are back for another, I guess, Dokkan video. Obviously, we're looking at this from a Dokkan perspective here. But Legends too, and all of kind of like the Dragon Ball games. Maybe Genshin. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so, um, Sparking Zero just dropped kind of like the DLC and release date showcase right here for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero on July 30th. I probably won't really dive into this unless maybe if one of the guys I did play Sparking Zero with Slay and Iron and a couple others. It's about a month ago. I was gonna upload that, but um we played a little Sparking Zero, right? So maybe if like they wanted to do like a tournament in like Sparkin Zero Neo or something like that, sure we can. But okay, so in here, right, like the producer kind of goes over like a lot of the major stuff, that's coming, like new modes. They got new stages and stuff like that. Like it seems like a good update. I bet you a lot of people would say like, oh, this is the actual finished version of like Sparkin Zero, right? Like that I assume is what a lot of people would say. But if we kind of like go through again, just going over a lot of the modes and stuff, and again, he does mention like just new stages. I think the lack of stages was a huge thing that hurt this game bad. I really felt that. It just felt like there was just like almost no stages, and it was dude, the Spirit Bomb is up there. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool. Okay. But yeah, anyway, so we got the new stuff coming. And then I think they just show a video which is just mostly showing a lot of the new characters that are actually coming into the game. Wait, what is this? Oh yeah, this is just extra battle stuff. Yeah, here we go. So this is characters, moves, outfits that they have not shown yet. So this is crazy. I mean, dude, how many characters are in this? 50 characters or something like that. Like, it actually does seem like a very good DLC to me, like for sure. Okay, so yeah, we got Kid Goku. That's obviously Tien, from that fight. Yeah, it is crazy. All the OG Dragon Ball characters coming in, right? We got Chi Chi, Mercenary Tao. Like, they're really adding in a lot of these characters. But there's one in particular. Well, I guess the title and thumb would have spoiled you in on it. But there's one character in particular that I think is very notable because they've been absent from essentially every Dragon Ball game. Oh, yeah, Piccolo using Demon King Piccolo's move. That's Goku using the foot Kamehameha. Oh, hell yeah. Piccolo Jr., my goat. Love it. So then there's the iconic stuff right there for Goku. Yeah, could definitely get an LR version of like that Goku and Piccolo Jr. Oh, Tech Ultimate Gohan. They're dropping him. This is Gohan from the Turn of Power, obviously. Yeah, that move right there. A lot more TOP characters, which is fine. Goku and Frieza. Okay, so it's right after this. Bro, full Super Saiyan. Now, I immediately people are like, oh, it's probably just like a super attack or something. Bro, it doesn't like this doesn't matter. Like no game had this before this. Like this guy like even like I just did this, right? Like yeah, the full Super Saiyan Goku and Dokkan Legends watch begins now. Might just be an active rage mode. That's still him in the game. Like, dude, this guy, they had this guy locked in chains, right? They were like, yeah, no, can't be done. Now, just an active, I guess I'd at least be happy with it. But a rage mode is fine. Like a rage mode or a giant form. Like, that's one thing, like, remember, physical Ultimate Gohan drops. And Beast is just an active skill. And it's like, no, 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 no. That's not what we want. Piccolo does transform into Orange Piccolo. It's a giant form, right? But he transforms into Orange Piccolo. You use him for several turns. Like, that counts as the character. Like, if this is going to be like a Goku or a Kaioken Goku or something like that, and this is a Rage mode, that's fine. That also is like a super powerful team protector mechanic. So if that's how Dokkan would approach this, right? Again, our 50th base Goku from the movies, but then he has a rage mode full Super Saiyan. That's a W. That is a W. So now, the way shit works is once it shows up in one of these games, once it drops, we're gonna see it in the other games. Now, they did have kind of Goku with the full Super Saiyan There is art of this in Dokkan. There is kind of like a story event art. That must have been. Oh, maybe let me look this up. That must have been when Dokkan Fest Lord Slug came out, right? Let me pull this up quick. Yeah, exactly, guys. Here we go. Okay, so October 29th, 2024. This is when Dokkan Fest Lord Slug was introduced into the game. And then here we go, right? Wait, what was this that Proton said? Scripted asset. Likely just be a base form Goku. Yeah, so we would get a base form Goku, and again, he could just have the rage mode. I think, to me, I feel like that works totally fine with kind of like the full Super Saiyan Goku in game, but that's exactly how they could do it. I think it would work super well. But yeah, we do have this. This is an asset. I think so. It's in the Lord Slug. Is it a Dragon? Damn, look at me. I'm supposed to be Mr. Dokkan historian to completely recall everything at the blink of an eye. Is the Lord Slug, is it a Dragon Ball story already? It is. Okay. So that's this came out surely with, where's the missions? This came out with, yeah, it did. Yep, it came out with Dokkan Fest Lord Slug. And then here we go, right? So they added this art into the game for the Dragon Ball story right there, and Dokkan Fest Lord Slug. But that's like that's all we've had is just like this right here, this little art for Goku, for full Super Saiyan Goku. Now, I mean, Sparking Zero is dropping him as an actual, like, I mean, even if he's just like an attack, right? Because it does look like at the end, like he kind of just like, you know, like finishes his attack, right? So you got all these costumes and stuff. Super Saiyan Goku from the Broly movie, which is W. I wouldn't mind them dropping another version of him for Dokkan either. No way. Yeah, so this looks great. The other thing too is, man, I wish they would put trophies in it, but they probably won't. Oh, bro, if they put trophies in this, oh, I'd be so happy. I really would. But anyway, okay. By the way, Dokkan should be having their next Dokkan Fest on the 29th. I'm gonna do a video going over that right after this. But okay, yeah, so we got that right there. So now it's like, oh shit. Full Super Saiyan Goku and Dokkan and Legends watch begins now. It's a real thing. You watch. Like people are gonna be a little snarky. We think we know better than everyone. And you're gonna see this fucker pop up in Dokkan Legends. I promise you, you're gonna. Now he is definitely coming. So like that was my first, when I saw him, I was like, whoa, what? This guy's in here. That is not just like some little thing. So I was looking too, like, I was like, okay, how much representation does this movie have in Dokkan and Legends? And it is not very much, right? So Dokkan, right, the first slug that Dokkan ever got was the giant form slug, and then I think the free-to-play slug came out at the same time, and then he got an EZA 2 years later, right? The free-to-play slug. And then Dokkan Fest Lord Slug is the only premium character from that movie. He came out in 2024, of course. We also do have a couple of movie hero characters. This kid Gohan is from the Lord Slug movie, and his SSR is a little bit more distinguishable. This is, I think, closer to the start. This is like the very start of the movie when he starts whistling and dancing, and it, like, the whistling hurts Namekian's ears, right? So like there's that right there. So this Kid Gohan's kind of decent, not the worst ever. Then we have this Kaioken Goku right here. This is kind of sort of the climax of the movie, but eventually it leads into Goku winning with the Spirit Bomb. All those movies in a row, like he beats Dr. Wheelo, he beats Turles, he beats Slug. All three in a row with the Spirit Bomb, right? And then, you know, movie 1 is Kid Gohan wins. And then movie 5 is Super Saiyan Goku beating Cooler, right? But movies 2, 3, and 4 is just Spirit Bomb, Spirit Bomb, Spirit Bomb. So we do have the LR Goku from the Turles movie, the Spirit Bomb against the Tree of Might. But essentially, I mean, it's very similar to what happened. Like, you know, you could kind of almost consider that a Goku from movie 2, 3, or 4, even though it is directly supposed to be the Tree of Might one, right? So we have this guy. This guy could be like a Dokkan Fest. We don't have a Kaioken Goku Dokkan Fest. Now, to be fair, I do think if they dropped Kaioken Goku Dokkan Fest and it's not Saiyan Saga or Namek, people would be very upset. But, I mean, you know, that's something to consider. And then I think again, full Super Saiyan as like a rage mode transformation for a base or a Kaioken Goku to me makes a ton of sense, right? And that would mean he would be fucking good too, because characters with these rage modes and giant forms are super good. That's one of the main reasons Tech Metal Cooler is best unit in the game. And Goma is still so crazy after... Goma's closing in on a year, by the way, where he's just been like top 3 for like a year straight, right? So keep that in mind. Like, people these days are telling me, oh, the blues are so crazy for how good long they've been. Guys, Goma is right there too. And then we have Angela and Metamacha. This, of course, is his minions. There is a third kind of like named minion who Piccolo beats the fuck out of. Who, you know, is not into... He could get like a free-to-play unit or something like that. But I'm excited. We could see this with Goku. And then I double-checked with Legends. I believe there's only 2. Just the Blue Lord Slug. This guy... dude, I remember when this guy first came. Bro, this is a very old character in Dragon Ball Legends. Blue Lord Slug. And he does have an extreme as well, right? But that's it. These are the only like Legends has not touched the Lord Slug movie barely at all. So they easily could just dive into dropping this Goku and then like another Slug or something like that. I think it'd be pretty exciting, because this is not a Goku where it's like, oh, let me turn on these 5 Dragon Ball games and play with this version of Goku. Sparking Zero is the only one that's going to have him. That's it. So, and this is good. This is what Sparking Zero is supposed to be. The game that's got shit that no other game has got. So now we got that, which is good. So let me know what you guys think, but this is real. People are going to be a little bit like, kind of like, ho hum, it doesn't mean anything, or blah, 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 blah. But I mean, you watch. You fucking watch. This guy's showing up in Dokkan and Legends. I bet you he will now. Now that Sparking Zero has released the chains on him, this guy will show up in other games. And I, for one, am very excited about that.